fire rages in the barn a group of cats are living in. In this group, a bunch of loners named Chirp, Dust, Whirlwind, Timber, Loach, Fringe, Mantis, Bone, Bug, and Honey. Most of the cats managed to get past the flames, but as Whirlwind counted the cats, one was missing. Honey wasn't among the group. Whirlwind ran inside to see Honey collapsed. He dragged him out, but it was too late. In his dreams, he was visited by Honey. "I'm so sorry I could not make it," he paused. "You must set up more organization. Run into the forest and set up a more organized system. That way we do not lose our home again. We were lucky to only have one casualty. As a way to mark us from more unorganized groups, we shall set up a two-name system. Instead of just Honey, I shall be Honey Aster. I will walk with all of you, my friend." Suddenly, he seemed to fade from the dream as Whirlwind awoke. He knew what he had to do. Hey there, so yeah, from the start of the video I'm doing the Clangen challenge, and I have completed my first year. Let me just say that this was a worrying year with lots of injuries and sickness, but just like the ferns that grow in the forest, this clan is adaptable and survived. So let's get into it. First off, I'm going to start with the rules. Number 1, dead cats do fade away. I'll be editing the cat's opacity as the moons go on, so I will be erasing the cats as they fade. Number 2, affairs and mate switches are on for the sake of drama. 3, gay kits, or more specifically kits from gay cats, are allowed. If they have kits, then I'm going to say that they got a surrogate or they were adopted. Number 4, unmated cats can also have kits. And that has happened this year, by the way. Number 5, I will also allow medicine cats to have mates and kits because in canon, I do find that a very dumb rule. Now let's get to it. I'm going to start off with the Star Clan cats, starting off with my guide, Honey Aster. I honestly have no idea why his prefix is Honey. Him and Whirlwind are friends, which I find adorable. He died at 36 moons old, which is so young, especially compared to other cats. Laszlo Snow was our only casualty after the clan was made. Our patrol found him calling after his two legs, who abandoned him, so they decided to take him in. He was hesitant at first because he gets sick easily, but they still accepted him at 114 moons old. His clan life is sadly short, but at least they welcomed him with open arms. Now for our leader, Chirpstar. As of the end of the year, she still has all 9 of her lives. I think she looks good for being 143 moons old. She was chosen as leader because she was the most responsible of the group. There isn't too much to say on her. Dustbark was chosen as deputy because she is playful and would bring up moods, livening up the clan. By the end of the year, she ended up with a mate. I only paired her and Bugshiver because they had a little chemistry and I was desperate for kits. But she has become jealous of Bugshiver a couple of times for the reasons I'll go on about in his speed paint. At the end of the year, she was 114 moons old. Our medicine cat of Fernclan, Whirlwind, is 128 moons old and has scared me like 3 separate times. This guy is such a survivor. After he reached elder age, he got sick twice and lost his ear because he was frostbitten. I was so scared we would be left without a medicine cat, but luckily he just refuses to die. My guy has willpower. Not going to lie, until I noticed the relationships tab, I was shipping Timber Mallow and Whirlwind. And then I noticed and realized that they were just interacting and were just friends. But I hope they get together. He is 101 moons old and he doesn't interact with other clan members much. I like the idea that he just sits on his own and is really introverted. Now with Lochfur, I have so much to talk about. By the end of the year, she was 100 moons old, and my girl is bloodthirsty. I really hope she commits at least one murder. She has a white star on her forehead, so she thought it was a sign that she was meant to be leader. But when everyone voted for Chirpstar, she was bitter and angry. She should have been made leader. She should have been chosen, but she wasn't, and so she has a rivalry with Chirpstar. Witchshade wasn't in the clan when it was founded. In the game, she was unhappy with her old clan, but in lore, there are no other clans. At least not yet, so she was just unhappy with living alone in lore. She was 100 moons old by the end of the year, and as adventurous. Though, by the end of the year, she got frostbite, and she may be scarred from it.
If you ride with me, don't gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the name of love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry now, cause we stay in control in the name of love.
Fringepeck is the next cat. She was 92 moons old. She is calm and also doesn't interact with other cats much, but definitely she does more than Timber Mallow. There isn't much to say on her, especially since I'm kind of neutral on her. He too is a pretty boring cat. There isn't a lot to say on Mantis Pelt. He was 83 moons old and is adventurous. He is 83 moons old and is adventurous. That is pretty much just that. He is friends with a lot of people in the clan, so I imagine that he would try to keep peace, especially with the rivalry between Lochfur and Chirpstar. Bonebranch is 80 moons old and is bloodthirsty, just like Lochfur. She's friends with Lochfur, but if Lochfur were to have her kill Chirpstar, I don't think she would. She has a high friendship with Chirpstar, so I imagine she just enjoys fights, and Lochfur dragged her into this rivalry. Bug shiver, bug shiver, bug shiver. Now making Dustbark and Bugshiver become mates just by having them interact instead of looking at relationship stats had some small issues. But they are still together. Bugshiver is pretty flirty. Dustbark was jealous of him twice because he was flirting with other cats. He was 78 moons old and is compassionate. He is the youngest of all the warriors, and for most of the year, he was the youngest in the clan. My favorite of the two kits is Leopard Kit. Leopard Kit is a moon old. He is inquisitive and adorable. He was brought into the clan by Whirlwind, who refused to tell anyone where he got the kits. Squirrel Kit is also a moon old. He is Leopard Kit's brother, and just like Leopard Kit, he was brought into the clan by Whirlwind, with no idea where he came from. I kind of want him to be the Medicine Cat Apprentice, especially since I am really scared that Whirlwind's going to kick the bucket soon. Anyways, that's all I have for today. If there's anything you would like to suggest I do in the game, feel free to comment it. And bye!